I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm really enjoying this Nespresso machine. I've talked about it, I think, like for 3 videos in a row now. But I got these amazing flavors from the Nespresso site. They have these like limited edition or exclusive coffee pod flavors on their site. And I was like, why not? Like, I'm not into flavored coffee when it's like a syrup, because usually it's like sweetened and it's like too much. But I don't mind when the actual coffee is flavored a little bit, because it's still, it's like you smell it, but it still tastes like coffee. Anyway, I ended up getting peanut and roasted sesame and almond croissant. Those are like exclusive, like in collaboration with some chef or pastry chef. Anyway, super like unique and interesting flavors. And so I start with the peanut and the roasted sesame because that is hands down my favorite. In fact, I just ordered more sleeves of that. And then if I want a second cup, I go in with the almond croissant. All of my other pods are being ignored, but I did get some other kind of like seasonal flavors. I did get a pumpkin spice latte one. I did get golden caramel. I think that's one. I do have my Sumatra ones, which I've already showed you. Anyway, I'm just having such a great time with this espresso machine and with these pods and everything. So I feel like a kid with a new toy. What I really liked about the Nespresso when I read up on it was that you can like customize your cup size. So you can use the biggest pod, which is meant for 7.7 ounces. But if you want 12 ounces of water to come out, you just have to hold down the brew button. You just have to hold that down, and then it'll reprogram the machine every time you use that size pod. It'll dispense that much water, like whatever, and then, you know, you lift your finger up and then it stops. So wherever you do it. So anyway, I reprogrammed mine so that it came just to like almost the top of my mug. So probably like 14 ounces. And now it tastes a little bit more like coffee. Otherwise, these pods are very, very strong. So I love that feature of these machines too. So I was just doing a little tour of my backyard there. And you guys, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at at the whole house thing. So quick backstory. This is me and my husband's very first home. This is the very first home we've ever owned. We owned a condo in New York City, but that is an incredibly different beast. It is in an apartment building. You're part of a condo. There's a super, like the whole thing. So we knew this was going to be a big undertaking. We knew that there was going to be a learning curve. Not only do we live in a different place, but we actually own the home, which again, very, very different beast. And this is so busy. She's so busy. And this is a fairly large home. So fast forward to this past summer. It was very, very hot here in Vegas. And the Las Vegas Valley Water Works, I think it's LVVWW, something like that. They are basically in charge of our water usage, and we have very, very strict guidelines as to when we can water, and they also have like, it's like a tiered system in which they charge you for water. So in the summertime, it's excruciatingly expensive. So it's like if you use, I'm just throwing random numbers out there. You use 1,000 gallons a month, then it's like $2 a gallon. If you use, 2,000 gallons a month, those extra 1,000 gallons is charged at like $4 a month. And so you have to be very, very careful with your water usage, especially in the summertime. I mean, we try to be very careful with our water usage all the time. This was something we'd never thought about living in New York. I mean, I think it's a worldwide global problem, but it's just not a problem in New York. And it's also just not that expensive. Here, obviously, it's a much different situation. Being in the desert, obviously, is a huge difference. So in the summertime, we're just very, very careful about watering, the landscaping. That's what takes up the most water. We got this new watering system for our landscaping where I can go into an app. It's actually really great. I can go into an app, I can schedule it, I can have seasonal schedules, which is, again, really important here because our schedule changes like do they do it every 3 months? I know it's every season, but I think maybe the summer's the longest. Anyway, it changes per season. And this watering system also will not water if it rains. So if it's raining, it's not gonna water, which is great. If there's really, really high winds, which is actually more common than rain here, it won't water. It'll like put it off or whatever. So it's a great watering system, it's awesome, but I have to stay on top of it because I have to change it. So basically I changed the schedule. I used last fall's schedule for this fall, and it should have started in September. So September 1st through I think the end of October is the fall watering schedule. So I switched it over. I told my husband, I was like, I switched the watering schedule over, so we should be good. Because also that Las Vegas Valley Waterworks, they drive around and they check and they will fine you if you're like watering on days that you're not supposed to or whatever. All these things I think are great, but it's just something you have to stay on top of. So because I just used last year's watering schedule and I just basically like activated it. What I didn't realize was the calendar months that I picked was like September and October of 2023. So our sprinklers were not going off. Now I was, as you guys know, completely distracted in September. I was away for most of September. My husband was home, but our sprinklers are set to go off like really early in the morning. And because it is so hot here or whatever, like you never see the water. We never see whether or not the sprinklers have gone off. So it's something he just didn't even think of. And I told him I had taken care of it. So fast forward to like basically the end of September, beginning of October, I'm like, wow, our plants are not doing well. I'm like, I know it was like a really hot summer and it was something I was expecting, for some of our little shrubs or whatever to kind of like dry up. But I was like, damn, they're like really going. And so when I realized that, I went into the app and it said like the last time it ran was in August. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, why? I could not figure it out. Because if you go in, but you don't go into the actual dates, it just says like September, October. And I was like, it's set up fine. Anyway, I finally figured it out. And it's like on the same day I figured it out, the next day our landscaper came and he was like, are you guys watering the plants? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I know. I just fixed it or whatever. He was pretty miffed, but I was like, I figured it out. It's gonna be running. He's like, okay, well, run it more often, for the next like week or so. So we're only supposed to be watering 3 days out of the week during this season. I've been watering them every day just to kind of like revitalize them. As you saw, like my bougainvillea is back, my roses are back, thank goodness. But a lot of like my little shrubs are very, very crispy. And then we have a tree out front that is not looking so good. And I'm like, oh my God, if I have to replace a whole tree, that's just such an undertaking. And I know my landscaper is gonna be pissed. But anyway, you guys, this whole house thing, I was telling someone, who was I telling? Like every day it's like something, big or small, there's always like something, always something. If I go a couple days without any incident, I'm like waiting for the other shoe to drop. I feel like I start looking for problems. Oh my gosh. So I love my home. It's very comfortable to me. It took me a while to get comfortable in this home because I've just never like lived in or owned a home before, because the rental that we were living in before this house was like a little townhouse, but it was like attached. So it was kind of like a condo, basically. It was attached to other townhouses, and that was like the biggest place we had lived in at that point. And then, moving here, it was really quite different. It's a different lifestyle. It's a whole different way of living. As you can tell, I've been taking my sweet time furnishing the place. I still really don't have that much stuff on the walls. So I'm definitely entering a nesting period. I don't have any travel coming up. The weather has turned. It is much cooler outside. This new furniture that I got at Restoration Hardware, which I showed you guys in my last vlog, my home update vlog, has really like just made this whole area even more cozy. And it just makes me want to spend more time at home. So I'm really feeling like the nesting spirit come over me. I want to go to maybe At Home or Home Goods or Target or whatever and start looking at just some cute fall decor that I can put up around the house, because I have so much family coming for Thanksgiving. So I've got 30 family members coming for Thanksgiving, or no, I should say 28 coming, 30 including myself and my husband. So it's gonna be a big Thanksgiving this year, and yeah, I just wanna make sure it's like decorated nicely, and then it looks, you know, it looks cozy, it looks welcoming. So I want to get started with that because I feel like it always sneaks up on me because I'm like, it's October, Thanksgiving's in November, I've got plenty of time. I don't have plenty of time. So I want to start looking for that stuff. I did order some stuff off of Amazon, which I want to show you guys. So I'm excited. I'm mainly very excited that finally the weather has turned in Vegas. Really, really excited for that. So it's just putting me like in the right mood. So I'm gonna finish up my coffee and then we'll get ready for the day. All right, I'm all showered, getting ready for the day. I didn't wash my hair because I just re-upped on the Hair Ritual by Cicely Restructuring Nourishing Balm for hair lengths and ends. I love this balm. I use it like a mask. I think it's meant to be used like a mask. And so I'm gonna put it in my hair after I get dressed and put my hair up and everything and then wash my hair tonight. So that's the plan, but I am getting dressed and I have a few new options in my wardrobe. I'm so excited to show them to you. So I got some new pieces in from Quince. As you guys know, I'm a big, big fan of Quince. They're cashmere pieces. I got some jackets that I can't wait to show you. I am working with Quince again on this part of the video, so a big, big thank you to them. And I am holding their V-neck sweater. I have it in size large in the color navy, and I actually mentioned this in my favorites because all the Quince cashmere sweaters that I've been wearing around ever since the weather turned cooler here in Vegas. So I'm loving, loving, loving this V-neck sweater. Now, I haven't been wearing V-necks a lot lately. I feel like I wore them so much like in my 20s and like early 30s, and then they just kind of fell out of favor for me. But when I was in Milan and I went to the Prada show, I was able to go backstage and Miuccia Prada, Mrs. Prada herself, was wearing a gray V-neck sweater. And of course, it just looked so chic on her. And I was like, I have to get back to the V-neck sweater. So that's what I had in mind when I got this one. And navy is just such a good color as well, especially for this fall. I feel like navies, the burgundies, the olives, the grays, like these chocolate browns, these are gonna be really, really big for fall. So I've been loving this one. Another one that I got in this beautiful burgundy color is one of their turtlenecks. So let me take it off the hanger. Both the V-neck and this turtleneck is of the thinner kind of weight. And even though they are thinner because they're cashmere, they are incredibly like insulating and warm and so soft. So here is the turtleneck, really, really basic. I think this is such a great layering piece if you want to wear this under a jacket, under a blazer, under a cardigan. If you are in a much colder climate, I mean, layering sweaters is like the absolute best thing. But look at this gorgeous burgundy color. It is red, but it's got a brown base to it. So I just think this would go with just about anything. With navy, with chocolate brown, with, you know, gray, oh my gosh, black. So good. So I haven't gotten a chance to actually wear this one out yet because it is a turtleneck. I'm waiting for it to get even cooler here in Las Vegas, which I think is happening later this week. Also picked up another one of the cashmere cardigans. So in my last Quince haul, I picked this up in like a charcoal gray color, which I have right back here. And it's such a great basic sweater that I had to get it in black, of course, and I think this is what I'm gonna be wearing today. I think I was mentioning when I held up the turtleneck that this is, the turtleneck and the V-neck is like a finer gauge knit versus something like this cardigan, which is definitely a little bit chunkier. So here is the cashmere cardigan. And there is a cardigan version that is oversized and a little bit longer. That one is also great if you're taller than I am. I'm 5'5", or if you just like a longer silhouette. It comes down basically to like mid-thigh for me, but I really like this length on me for like every day because it's just perfect. Goes great with jeans, goes great with dress pants, and it goes great with like any type of pant, like any cut pant, barrel leg, which these are, tapered leg, or even like a wide leg trouser. This has been great. So those are all of the new sweaters that I got from Quince, and like I said, I'm just absolutely in love with their cashmere sweaters. But I also picked up some jackets. So you guys know how much I love, love, love the quilted jacket. And I have a whole bunch, but I've lost some weight and they're just, I can still wear them, but they're just like really oversized now. So I thought I would pick up a nice basic one. So I got this black one from Quince. And it is a really nice length. It's a little bit longer than the other quilted jackets I have, and it's also a lot straighter. So it just has like a sleeker silhouette. It's a little bit more like car coat-ish versus the other ones that I have that are a little bit shorter than that. And I do like that it has this raised collar. I love the gold hardware. It's really nice. And then it's got these slanted patch pockets in the front. It is slightly puffy, but very, very lightweight. And it is fully lined in the same material. It just doesn't have the quilting pattern. So I can't wait to sport this. It is such a great basic. And then I was so pleased to see this style coat at Quince. So these are the embroidered edge wool coats. So this is 100% wool, but it's so soft it feels like cashmere. It's not like a boiled wool, it's almost like a brushed wool. It's gorgeous. This material is so, so incredible. Can you see the brushed fiber there? It's so lovely. Here's the embroidering. And I always wanted the totem coat, but this obviously is much less expensive. And I tried on the totem coat when I was in Europe. I can't remember which store I was in. I think I was in London, and I think I was either in Harrods or Liberty of London. Anyway, I was over there last year. I saw it because it had been sold out, blah, blah, blah. I tried it on and I actually didn't like the material. I thought the material was very, very scratchy. The wool felt like a virgin wool or almost like a rug wool, and it was like a boiled kind of wool. This feels so much more luxurious, at least compared to that particular one. The one that I tried on was like a charcoal heather. And sometimes like dyes can make wools and cashmeres feel a little bit different from one another. So I just want to specify that. But this one is so soft. I love it. It's not lined, so it's really light. And this scarf is attached. So you can throw it on, button it up, and then, you know, throw the scarf over your shoulder or let it hang in the front, whatever you like. And I just love this color. I think this color is so elegant. It's so elegant, it's so chic. It's like a really light taupe. And then last but not least, I had to pick up this cashmere hat. Now, you guys know I've been wearing baseball hats more when I go for my walks. And it is, like I keep saying, it's getting cooler here in Vegas. And I wasn't sure if like, I don't know, like a cashmere baseball hat, like if I was gonna feel the warmth, it was gonna feel that different. It really does. It really, really does feel a lot warmer. So I can't wait to wear this hat on my walks on a cooler morning. But isn't this just so cool? I mean, talk about like the Succession quiet luxury look, a cashmere baseball hat. They have a couple of colors in this hat. I like the light heather gray. I thought this would go with most of the outerwear that I have, most of the activewear that I have that I'll be wearing on my walks. And I thought it kind of like rounded out this haul really, really nicely. And it's got this little detailing too. This red grosgrain ribbon trim, and then the inside is almost like a low pile Berber fleece. So, so cozy. Oh, and you can adjust it on the back here with this Velcro strap. Isn't that cool? Like, I love all the details and it fits really nicely. They do have two sizes of this hat as well. So this is the extra small, and I have a relatively big head, but these are very, very unisex. So I have a feeling the medium large is for men, probably. But I think these would make such great Christmas gifts, wouldn't they? And this came shipped in a really beautiful like Quince gift box. So ready for wrapping. It's just great. I love, love, love this hat. So those are my new pieces in from Quince. I, of course, will leave links to everything down below in my description box. A big thank you to Quince again for working with me on this portion of the video. I love your pieces. I love them so much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the black cardi today. Oh, hi Butters. Hi baby. Mommy's got to stand right there where you are. Oh, maybe, you know what? I'll stand in front of Daddy's sink. Is that okay? So my husband just left for a quick weekend trip. And I mean, Butters is a really smart dog. And I think she knows because his little wheelie luggage came out. And now she's like so needy because usually during the day, she'll fall asleep on the couch, in the TV room, or she'll go into my office and like fall asleep like in a sun ray. She generally doesn't care, but I think now that he's like out, she's feeling really, really needy. So she's been following me around. Yes, and lying on my bath mat. Okay, I'm gonna put in some of this hair balm. And when I hauled this during my Beautylish gift card event video, which went up live last week, I talked about how I love this particular hair mask because it is clear. Balm is actually a great term for it because most hair masks, see how it's basically clear? Most hair masks are very, very lotiony and very, very white. And I feel like when I put it into my hair, which is predominantly dark, except for my grays, you can see it. You can see like the lotion in my hair. So I really like this balm because I can put it in my hair, put my hair back, and go out with it and not feel weird. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna put what I just put on my fingers into my hair. So you can use this like pre-wash, basically, like just leave it in your hair for like 30 minutes. You can leave it, overnight if you want something more intense. For me, my quote unquote overnight is basically just wearing it around all day. But my hair is pretty coarse. And so when I leave it in for, the like 8 hours, my hair just feels great afterwards. It just feels really, really soft and less brittle. To focus it on the ends here. No matter how many times I feel like I've brushed and brushed and brushed my hair, there's always one part that is like messed up, or 2 parts or 3 parts. It's fine, no big deal. So I had mentioned getting the Nespresso machine that I've been using for my coffee because I found an espresso advent calendar that I'm gonna open up during Mishmas and be making a different cup of coffee every morning. So that was delivered. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like in case you have an espresso machine, in case you wanna do the advent calendar with me. It's really, really cool. And of course, it's like the looks of it that really caught my eye. So anyway, here's the advent calendar. They have 2 kinds. They have one for the Virtuo pods and then one for their like regular espresso machine pods, which are much smaller. I think that one is the blue color, and then the Virtuo pods are in this orange color. So let me just open up this box. So it's got these doors on the front. Oh, a little Velcro closure. And then if you open it up, it looks like a little train. And then there's little flaps that you'll open for 24, 25 days. Let me see. Okay, 24 days. And the 24 one up top looks very large. So I wonder what that's gonna be. But that is the Nespresso advent calendar. So I've shown you now the Jo Malone, the Nespresso advent calendar, and then I just got the Diptyque one as well. Let me show that to you. Here's the Diptyque one. And this year, I feel like they kind of outdid themselves. So I think I was commenting when I opened up the Jo Malone one, it's just like opens up and then there are drawers. And I thought, in their previous years, I felt like there was a little bit more to them. I think last year, the top opened up and then there were drawers, and then the bottom opened up as like a big drawer, and then there were little drawers in there. This year's Diptyque, actually you can see, it's got these hinges here. So if I take the lid off, actually can I do it over here? Can you see? Oh yeah, if I take the lid off, it's got some info here. It's got all the little boxes, or some of the boxes there, and then these flip open. But anyway, I think this one is really cool, and I just love that it kind of springs open like that. I especially love, do you see all the gingerbread men and the candy canes. It's so cute. It's like a drawing on top. So, so cute. So those are the 3 advent calendars that will be opening up during Meshmas. So, so excited. Hi, Butters. Okay, so let's run some errands. I have to go to the post office because I have to ship off some mugs. Thank you again. I've got to ship off some mugs, and then I do want to go to one of those home places and see, I don't know, just see like what the fall Thanksgiving decor, like what the situation is. Oh, and as I'm walking out of here, I'm realizing I wanted to talk about these Dior loafers a little bit. So I got these loafers when I was in Paris, not this last time, but like last year. So I've had a decent amount of time to break them in a little bit. And someone asked me, because I posted a picture of these on Instagram, and someone asked me like how hard the leather was, like are they super uncomfortable, and then compared them to the Celine loafers. These are definitely, like, the leather is on the stiffer side, but they are not nearly as uncomfortable as the Celine loafers. I had to get like shoe stretchers for my Celine loafers, and now I think they're bearable, but there's something about the Celines that are just like so unforgiving. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I still wear them because I love them, but they're heavier. And maybe the leather's just like thicker or something. I don't know what the deal is, but if you're the person that commented on Instagram, or if you're curious as well, these loafers are definitely much more comfortable than the Celines. I would say these are very similar to like the Prada loafers, to that leather. Oh, and another person commented on that Instagram post. Actually, a friend of mine here in Vegas, an acquaintance, I should say, here in Vegas, she has these same loafers, but the mule style, and she said they're really comfortable, and I was like, oh, I bet those are. So those are on my list now. Anyway, let's head on out to the post office. Okay, post office drop-off is done. It is crazy in there. I don't think I've seen the line that long since the last holiday season. It's just getting more and more nuts. Okay, so I think I've decided I'm gonna go to At Home, which is just like a giant, it's like a giant version of Home Goods. I don't think it's overstock type stuff, but it has that same feel. Anyway, I've brought you guys along with me there in the past, but it's so big. So I feel like that's a good place to get a sense of what my options are if I just want to grab some kind of like cheap, you know, fall decor for the house. Oh, all the Halloween stuff is on sale. Yep, Christmas stuff is out. Wow, I feel like it went from Halloween to Christmas. I think that little fall decor section was all that they had. Let me go back in that direction. That was so disappointing. They have fully turned that store over to Christmas, as you guys saw. Oh no. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go to Target and just see if they have some fall stuff. All the fall stuff in there just looked very Halloween. Okay, I think I'll just hit Target and see what they have there. I'm kind of at a loss now. I feel like everywhere I go it's gonna be Christmas already. Is that when we start putting out Christmas stuff? Before Halloween has even happened? My goodness, aren't we in a rush? well, at least they had some Thanksgiving type stuff. I did debate that straw turkey. And then I was like, what am I gonna do with this straw turkey? So I put it back, and then they just had like a lot of silly things which were super cute, like the turkey leg slippers, that was really cute, and they had some like decorative pillows. They had those little like leftover containers which I thought were really cute, but I'm like, those are so small. Absolutely not. My family, I'm like, each person could take home like 10 of these, so that wasn't really appropriate for me. And then, okay, I did not want to walk to the food section, but I did, because when I was in New York over the summer, like in August, we went over to a friend's house for dinner. I don't know if you guys saw that, saw that vlog, but we went over to Mike and Alvin's, and Alvin presented us with dill pickle spicy goldfish, those little crackers. And we were all like, what is this magic? It just tasted so good. So anyway, I walked over to the food section to see if we had them here. We did not. But I walked by, was it pumpkin spice Pepperidge Farm Milanos? I was like, what? I love Milanos. I can eat like a whole bag of those, not a problem. I had to back away from them. And then there was a John Darien display. So John Darien is like an interior decorator and has a shop in the East Village, and it's been there forever. And I fell in love with decoupage because of him and his work and his boutique in the East Village and everything. And now he's got a collaboration with Target, and it was really cute. Some of the plates were really, really cute. I think if I had more, I don't know, if I had a cart with me or something, I maybe would have gotten some of those acorn platters. Those were really cute. I thought those could be fun for Thanksgiving, you know, just to like dish out some of the sides and stuff. But again, I feel like with my family, it's fine if we're just like eating out of whatever serving platters the food comes in. We're gonna get nice disposable plates and flatware. I spoke to my cousin about it. It's just the easiest. We're gonna get some like bamboo ones. Well, that was kind of a bust in terms of Thanksgiving, but I think my goal really was to just sort of see what was out there. I did order some things from Amazon. We can take a look at that stuff, see if that'll actually work or if I need to return it. Of course, I did find some things for Butters. So as you guys know, she is a super chewer. So I can't get her any of those like really cute, like basically like stuffed animals for dogs, because she tears them apart in literally less than 5 minutes. So they actually had a super chewer mummy head ball. You guys know how much she loves balls. My dog loves balls. And usually, you know, she rips this softy skin off basically, and then there's a ball inside. So I thought she would like that. And then I thought, why don't we try Frisbees? Because she just loves chasing after stuff. I don't know if it's the ball shape that attracts her or just something she can run after and fetch. We'll see. We're gonna find out. So this is, I guess, like a zombie or a ghoul or something. But how cute is that? And it's a little scrunchy, which she likes. She does like that sound. Okay. I don't know why like going to these types of stores just takes all of my energy. I'm so tired now. Okay, I'm gonna head home. Baby, Mommy has a present for you. Have you been a good girl? What's this? What's this? Oh. Oh. Happy Halloween. I hope it makes you feel better. Oh, Daddy's not here. Huh? Look at that. Look at that. Your new favorite toy, huh? As Butters chomps away on this mummy ball, she already got like the little string hook thing. She already ripped that off. I had to get it out of her mouth. So I'm keeping an eye on her in case she rips off any other small parts. I have been meaning to mention this on my YouTube channel. because I mentioned this on Instagram, but I got the most amazing gift from a subscriber here. Her name is Jenny Werner, and she does pet portraits. And you guys probably saw this when I was doing my home update vlog and I was talking about this sideboard from Restoration Hardware. I had this beautiful portrait of Butters up here, and this is from Jenny Werner. She is on Etsy, and I will link to it down below in my description box. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you probably saw the story on this. But isn't that amazing? Isn't that just so amazing? I love it so much. And this is actually, well, this is from daycare. And this is from Mother's Day last year. This is from my Prada client advisor. She does this in her spare time. Crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to show that pet portrait to you and mention the artist behind it. She's ripped the tag off, so one by one she's getting all the little hanging things off. You're such a beast, Butters. Good afternoon, friends. It is the next day. Butters is at school unexpectedly. I just feel bad when I'm here all day and I'm just working and I'm too busy to play with her, and she checks in with me every once in a while, whines a little bit with a toy in her mouth, and I just feel so bad. So I took her to daycare and I was like, she wants to play, let me just drop her off. I'll pick her up in a couple hours. So that's what I did. I had a bunch of boxes to pack and all of that stuff. This is my hair post that restructuring nourishing balm from Sicily. So I did end up keeping it in my hair all night, and then I washed my hair in the evening, and then I did actually wash my hair again. So this is after 2 washes. Because I went to the gym this morning, and my hair looks really full and shinier than usual. Don't you think? It actually feels really full too. Okay. I will take it. I will take it. Anyway, I wanted to share with you, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I wanted to share with you some of the things that I purchased off of Amazon in an attempt to kind of get some like Thanksgiving decor going on. So, Home Goods, not Home Goods, At Home and Target yesterday were kind of a bust. Nothing I felt like was quite appropriate or what I was looking for. So let me just show you what I got. I'm like not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but I just feel like I can find some, whatever. Okay, let me just show you. I got fall maple leaf garland. So I got a bunch of these and they look pretty cheap. I'm like, whatever. I don't want to spend a ton of money on stuff that I'm going to have up for like a week. I just feel like it's not even worth it. And, it's just to bring some of these colors into the home, since I really don't have any of these colors kind of laying around. So, ooh, what's that? They included, I guess, little sticky hooks. So I wanted to hang this, I suppose. So I got something like this last year for the holidays. It was like, I don't even remember. I put it up in the guest room. I never go in that guest room. So anyway, I did get something like this and I just threw it like onto the dresser. You guys, I'm so bad at this. Okay, let's see what this looks like, maybe strewn on the sideboard. Oh no, maybe, yeah, let's start here. Okay, like something like that. Like just that kind of situation. I figured I could put it in the center of my dining room also. I got pillar candles as well. From far away, looks pretty nice. So I did get a bunch of them. I got 3 more of those, and there may actually be more in another box. Oh, little lights. Okay, so I can like string little lights in there. Okay, so that's an option. Oh yeah, I can attach the lights to the garland. Oh, cool. All right, it takes batteries, which I have. I got a different type of garland. I thought if like the red and the orange is just like too aggressive, I thought maybe we could go with a lighter color. And these have little pumpkins on there. So maybe this can go on the dining room table. Yeah, we can kind of like figure it out. And this one has lighting already attached. I guess I just have to put batteries. Yeah, batteries in here. Okay, so I got this as an option. And then these I'm actually excited for, really excited for. I thought I could string these up the banister of my stairwell. So I got a whole bunch of little acorn lights. I guess I have to untangle all of these. Whoa. Well, each light looks like a little acorn like that. I feel like there's some system to untangle this, but I'm not sure what it is. You know what? I'm not gonna untangle it just yet. I'm gonna untangle it once I get over there. Otherwise, I'm gonna make a mess. So I got 1, 2, 3, because my banister's kind of long, 4, 5 of them. I can always order more if that's not enough. I got a whole bunch of pillar candles and pillar candle holders. So the pillar candles are electric ones. Oh, here's another white garland with the little pumpkins. I think these are the pillar candles. Now, as you guys know, I have no shortage of candles in this home, but the scent of all the candles that I have, I don't think any of the scents will work that well with like turkey. I don't know, I don't really like scented candles while I'm eating. So I thought, let me just get some like battery operated ones or rechargeable ones, also much safer, especially with all this family around. So I got a bunch of these guys, which, yeah, they take batteries. I'm glad I just randomly ordered a big box of batteries thinking it's good to have around. Well, they're gonna come in really, really handy. So I got a bunch with like different heights and stuff. These are a little bit smaller than I thought. I may have to go online and get like bigger ones, you know, like the big chunkier ones. Oh, here's a taller one. Yeah, these are all pretty skinny. I'll have to get chunkier ones, but these will come in really, really handy. But I got 1, 2, 3, 7, 9 of these candles. It's like a whole set with 4 different heights for the candle. So this is the shortest and this is the longest. And then these are, I got a set of pillar candle holders. So I guess I have to screw them together. Let's see what we have going on here. All the tops and the bottoms are all the same. So I guess, yeah, I guess I screw them together like this. Okay. I like these acorn lights. I think they're really cute. I have them on like a flashing mode, and the sunlight is so bright in here, you can't really see the lights that well, so maybe I'll have to come back here in the evening just so you guys can see the full effect. I don't know if I'm gonna leave them this way, like wrapped around the banister, and I have to figure out what to do with the battery pack. I think I may get some black tape and tape it to like the thicker rails. I don't know how else to hide them. I was thinking I could hide it like underneath the handrail, but they're actually quite heavy, and I don't think the handrails are actually like wide enough to cover it. So anyway, I have to figure that out. But I think they're cute. I wish you could see them blinking. Can you see them blinking? They're really cute. I could also just try and like hang them, because the wire that they're on is actually really thin. Oh, but this is what I was talking about. So this battery pack, I was originally going to, you know, like attach it underneath the handrail, but I think actually it's, I don't know, it's just too wide. So I may just like tape it to the thicker rails. So like that one. Yeah, and then I think actually that'll be good spacing too. Yeah, at night I'll have to see if you can actually see the acorns. Otherwise, I think I may like have them dangle more so you can actually see them. And then here is the white pumpkin garland. I really like it with my diptyque candle holders. The light coming through makes them really pretty. Really pretty. This obviously is not the centerpiece I'm gonna have, and I won't have all these boxes I need to recycle. But I just wanted to see this on the table, see if I liked it. I like it. In the dim lighting with like these little twinkle lights, I think it looks fine. And you know, I like the white, those white leaves with the white pumpkins. I think I like them more, of course, more than these fall ones. And these small ones, I actually have to attach the lights to them myself if I want them. So maybe I'll just return those and just get more of the white with the pumpkin. Am I just being too bleh? Should I keep the the festive red, orange, yellow leaves. Yeah, maybe I'll keep them. Maybe I'll see what my cousin thinks, because I can just throw them up really fast that day if she really likes them. I don't know. I don't think she'll care either. Okay. Oh, and here are all the pillar lights. And what's awesome is there is a remote control, so I can turn them all on. And that's the candle mode where they're flickering, which is really nice, and turn them all off at the same time. So I was thinking about putting all of these on the dining room table. That could look nice with the stringed pumpkin. Oh, and I got 2 finishes for these pillar candle holders. This like brushed gold and then the black. I thought the mixture would be nice. But it was like buying hot dogs and hot dog buns. So I got 9 candles, and then the holders were 6 to a set. So I have 12 holders and 9 candles. I thought these were too narrow, but I actually like them, and they sit well in these holders. Well, guys, I think my Amazon Thanksgiving decor shopping was much more successful than I thought it was going to be, because I just, you know, once you go down that rabbit hole on Amazon, there was like probably 500 different versions of like falling leaves garland. So I'm glad, I don't know, what I got I think is fine. I think is suitable for the occasion. I was going to get like foliage to put in vases or whatever, but as you guys know, I love fresh flowers, and I think my cousin does too, and I think she's gonna order some. If not, I'll order some. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. The holiday season is upon us. I think when you see this, it'll just be probably like Halloween or just about Halloween. So I hope you guys have a safe one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely subscribe down below if you are are interested in hearing about what happens when someone who never entertains gets about 30 people over for Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Butters, what do you think? What do you think, baby? Do you like?